Hey, today all day, we've got a great show for you on this Wednesday morning, including the details on the reopening of Broadway last night. But let's kick it off with the big news at The Voice. This Monday's premiere episode will mark 10 years of The Voice, and Carson sat down with his pals Blake, Kelly, John, and new coach Ariana Grande to hear all about the new season. Check it out.
We got some big news at The Voice this season. The show is hitting a major milestone. Kicks off on Monday. Got a brand new coach.
But not a brand new host. Carson Daly still doing it.
That's right. Monday's premiere, guys, is going to mark season, count 'em, 21. A remarkable 10 years of The Voice. Coaches Blake Shelton, Kelly Clarkson, and John Legend return. And also joining us now, pop star Ariana Grande for a new round of Fierce competition.
I know I'm new here.
Is everybody in here just obsessed with Ariana?
Ari, you are so successful, so busy, now so married. How did you find time for us?
What? Oh my God.
So married.
You are so many things. I was just so honored to be invited to be a part. I love the show. I love everybody here. And I love the contestants. And it's just been such an amazing opportunity. So I'm so grateful to be a part of it.
We've done some shooting, and I've noticed how emotional you've got.
Yes.
Did you think this job was going to get you that emotional, that you'd be this connected to your artists?
I mean, I'm very well aware of how I can get. I'm very quick to, you know, form certain relationships with people and care very quickly. So I was expecting it to be somewhat difficult, but not as difficult as it actually has been. It's pretty tough, but everyone's amazing, and yeah, it's been beautiful to meet so many amazing artists.
Now, true or false, you had never met Blake Shelton before this show?
I had met Blake.
Are we hugging?
I'm still recovering.
What was your opinion of Blake before working with him on The Voice, and what is it now?
I thought he was lovely, and I still think he's just as lovely.
Sort
I
of,
love it.
you guys sit next to each other.
Yes.
And
We
as
have
we're
a lot
doing the
of
show,
fun.
I'll see you every now and again sort of cheersing each other.
Oh, that's when they're making fun of me.
Our bond has been that we both make fun of Kelly. And
Kelly, you are in your 8th season. You are, and John, you've done 6. What do you think Ariana brings as a coach to The Voice?
Well, the obvious is her voice. She's got this incredible talent with her, not just her tone, but her range. And then also, like, experience. She's been doing it forever, since she was a kid. Like, that's an amazing amount of experience to be able to bestow upon your artist that you're working with.
I love you so much.
No, but she's so kind. And I'm going to be real with y'all. She's funny on camera, but like 100 times funnier behind the scenes.
She's very funny.
None of my jokes can make it to air. It's worth it to make them laugh.
Working overtime.
It's your untouched. It's like,
Our budget doubled because of the bleep we had to buy.
I'll pay for it. It'll come out of Blake's pocket.
It'll come out of Blake's
John, talk about Ariana and what sort of addition she's been to the show.
Let's talk about her like she's not here. I'm a huge fan of Ariana. My whole family are huge fans. I can sing along to pretty much any song of hers. I'm a super fan. So having her here on the show, knowing what kind of audience she brings to the show, knowing how much people love her out in the world, it's going to be so great for The Voice.
We're entering rarefied TV air. Episode 500 is going to happen during season 21. That puts us with the greats like Law & Order. Wow. And you've been here all 500 episodes. When you look back at the show, how do you think we've gotten better through the years?
Well, first of all, when you look at pictures of me and you, we haven't gotten better. I mean,
that is a fact.
Remember,
Father Time is undefeated.
There's been some real changes, but at the end of the day, I think people still keep coming back because it's artists working with artists, and there's, you know, we're not judging people. We're just trying to help them be the best they can be.
The best part is when we shot that, which you'll see next week, we had our audience back, you know, so we're kind of coming out of that pandemic shooting. But I'll tell you about Ariana. She was such a huge fan of the show before she became a coach. That really helped because she knows the show really well. She knows that Blake and Kelly, how they work, and our talent's great this year. So we're super psyched to have
I love
Ariana.
looking at you and Blake's baby pictures 10
God.
years ago.
Wow. It's like when you see the president 2 years later, things have changed.
job ages.
It's 10 years.
Still quite handsome.
Yeah, thanks. Well, what a blessing to do. The show's just been such a great thing for all of us, and there's so much great talent. We're excited for you to see the new season.
Yeah, it's back. It's back. We're all going to be watching when The Voice premieres next Monday, Tuesday night, only on NBC. Congratulations.
Something for the whole family to get together and watch.
It is.
nice.
It is.
That's
Not a lot of
nice.
that these days.
Yeah.
All right.
Welcome back. Today on the third hour, Dylan spotlights a Minnesota company helping moms to be hit the golf course in style.
It is time now for our series, Sisterhood, and I'm so excited about this one. So you guys know that I love to play golf, but playing when you're pregnant can be tough for so many reasons, including just finding something to wear. But I recently stumbled on one company founded by two sisters in Minnesota, helping moms-to-be take the course in style.
It was only in the last year that clothing for pregnant women and the standards around how women athletes having babies are all changing.
Sisters Anna Sabiston and Kristen Horvath are mothers and golfers, just like me.
You can get workout clothes, you can get stretchy pants and, you know, a sports bra or whatnot. But, I mean, golf, you have to wear certain clothes, and it literally does not exist.
They set out to solve a problem that a lot of us face on the course.
Why do you think there weren't maternity clothes for pregnant golfers?
There's a belief, or there was a belief, that, you know, you shouldn't really stay active when you're pregnant, and I think that has been debunked.
It all started in 2012 when Anna was on a baby moon trip out in California.
I wore a pair of like one size too big golf shorts, and I left them unbuttoned at the top. And then I did find a golf shirt, a polo. So it did not look super flattering. No, it was not flattering. The colors did not match. Every time I hit a swing, you know, you had to redo your outfit.
By Anna's second pregnancy, nearly 3 years later, she was still teed off and decided to take a swing at designing her own pieces straight from her kitchen table.
There's a whole ecosystem in Minneapolis, so we were able to find advisors, manufacturers, pattern makers, all in our local community. You're often home a lot at night. The kids go to bed early, and, you know, it's different than when we had time to go out and socialize a lot in the evening. And so we just kind of rededicated a lot of that time towards putting it towards the business.
Playing 9 officially launched in November 2016 with a polo shirt and a skirt.
Women go through pregnancy in different ways. How do you test it? What models do you use?
That's a really good question. The design changed because of that very reason. So, for example, we only have a pocket on the back of the skirt. Most of my normal golf skirts have 2 pockets on the side, but we found that as the body expanded in different ways, you could get some sort of funny bulges.
The line has since expanded to include a sleeveless top and a tennis dress.
Maybe white is a color that you wouldn't normally choose to wear when you're pregnant. It's not the most slimming color, but a lot of tennis clubs have a mandatory white requirement. But funny enough, white is the biggest seller.
And the feedback they're getting, well, let's just say it's above par.
A lot of people are reaching out, just so happy to have something so that they continue to be able to stay active.
I will say, in the tournament I played in, my final putt on 18.
It was amazing.
You saw it?
Yes, we saw it.
It really makes a difference to go out there and feel like you look good. And I mean, you guys play such a big role in that.
If, you know, you, Dylan, have ideas of other sports your kid's struggling to find clothes for, or if anyone watching today does, reach out. We are eager to keep filling those needs and make sure that expectant moms have great clothes to wear.
Oh, that's so nice.
And you want to feel good and look good on the golf course. And when I played in that American Century Championship golf tournament in Lake Tahoe, Playing 9 provided the clothes for me because there are no other clothes. And I absolutely loved wearing them. And it turns out I actually played some of my best rounds of golf 6 months pregnant. Wow. So there's a selection of the outfits I wore. And it's
awesome.
If you look good, you play good. It's a mental game. So
you know what? You don't know what somebody else is going through until you're in your shoes, right? And so when they said, of course we saw you, because they understand, right? And there's a whole sisterhood. Oh, I did not even do that on purpose. There's a whole sisterhood that I recognize, even with the spot that I learned.
They get it. And the clothes are so comfortable that I even wear them just because.
Around. There you go. I still wear my maternity yoga pants, please.
I'm wearing my maternity clothes. Last night's Broadway is back. Yeah. Lights back on. Some of the biggest shows returning last night. Craig and I were really fortunate. We were there for the return of Hamilton. Some of the audience was literally waiting for years to see the show. And we got to catch up with Miguel Cervantes. I actually saw him play Hamilton in Chicago. Right. And Crystal Joy Brown, who plays Eliza. Do you feel the, in a sense, responsibility almost to bring some sense of normalcy to our lives?
Tonight's not about Hamilton. It's about the city. It's about the country. It's about renewing our life and getting back to the new and moving forward.
Crystal, what are you most excited about?
So I'm excited to be with my cast and crew, and I'm also excited to look out into an audience full of people who are there to be inspired.
She was inspiring last night.
Yeah, very much so. The whole cast, unbelievable. And we got to at the Richard Rodgers Theater. There's a balcony on the actual marquee.
There it is, yeah.
That's where you were.
Roker screamed "My people," and his people screamed back.
That's right.
I love that.
And Craig bought the Dylan.
How did they like it?
Oh my
What did
God!
they
The
think?
kids, they were talking about it on the way to school this morning. They loved it. Dell sang from beginning to end.
Did Cindy stay up the whole time?
They both. I was surprised too.
Wow.
Stayed awake the whole time, fully engaged.
I was very proud to have given them some peanut M&Ms just to jack them up a little.
They were so excited. It's, Mr. Roker. And he gives them candy. Thank you for that.
We should say Wicked and Lion King reopened too. It was interesting when Savannah and Hoda were interviewing some of the cast from Wicked. They got a little teary, and it just kind of put it in perspective for me. As exciting as it is for the audience and the people who are able to come from all over the country, these actors and actresses have been through so much. A lot of them haven't worked.
Yeah.
So
and not just the actors and actresses.
The crew,
100%.
This is their
the
craft.
folks who give out the playbills,
Yes.
the people who work the concessions. I mean, it's such a ripple. The restaurants all around Broadway.
The whole thing. So we are happy that it is back.
Welcome back. Today on Hoda and Jenna, our epic nights in the lights of Broadway. Plus, Donna teaches us a new TikTok challenge. What could go wrong? Take a look. So
we're
back in
cinching
our
up
robes.
because we know it's our outfit reveal time. So it's our Tuesday reveal.
So in case you missed it, here are our outfit choices to vote from, okay? Here's Hoda's.
25,000 people were deciding what we should wear. So my three were the ABC, and then there's
My
Jenna's
ABC.
ABC. Okay, so who won?
Okay.
Let's find out.
Should we do it?
Okay, let's see.
Ready? One, two, three. Ta-da! Meow.
Meow. By the way, this looks really good on you.
Well, I feel a little hypocritical.
Why?
Because at one point I said it was time for you to get rid of all your cold shoulder dresses.
But that looks so good on you.
This is sort of an old number that I brought out to go to a girl date with Mila this summer, and so I thought.
By the way, that looks super cute on you.
Oh, thank you.
Why do cold shoulders? I think cold shoulders are one of the few things that look good on everybody. Like anybody can wear those.
But aren't they over?
Why? Who says when they are?
I think they're over, but
I
you know
think
what?
it looks super cute on you.
And you know what? I think animal print is sort of a neutral.
It is?
Well, only cat print, because you know how I feel about cats.
Yes, I do. I
them.
do. But thanks you guys for voting, and we're happy to wear these outfits. They're ones that I don't know if we would have chosen them, but
probably not.
We got a chance to last night. You guys, Broadway is such a part of New York, and I think for a lot of people when they come to New York, it's like if you have a checklist, one is to come to Rockefeller Center.
Yes.
People always love to do that. People want to see the Empire State Building, and people want to go to Broadway. And it was if you ask any Broadway star how many days has it been, they will all tell you 522. They know exactly the number.
And it was, you know, for Broadway to be shut down, and we actually did Halloween last year was a tribute to Broadway.
Yeah, that's right.
Because so many people that do such important work were not working.
Yes. Well, we got to go last night, you guys. Savannah and I went to Wicked. Carson and Jenna went to The Lion King. And Al and Craig went to Hamilton. We've both been to lots of Broadway shows. This was like being at a hockey game. It was, people were raucous. Like, if you love Broadway, if you don't love Broadway, if you're into the show or not, it was like it brought the house down. I don't think I've ever, honestly, Jen, in all the times I've been to Broadway, have I ever seen a crowd explode like this one did.
Yeah, and I think I was surprised by how emotional it was.
Yes.
I was speaking to a woman who was like, I'm from here. I mean, y'all were having just a blast.
People, you know what? There's so many singers who were outside. They literally, people were singing out loud, and we said, okay, you, come. And one by one.
They had good voices.
They had beautiful voices. They should all be signed. I don't know what they're doing. Listen.
Oh my gosh.
Like, we were like, who are you and what are you doing? But it was beautiful.
So all of the people that I spoke to, like, there was something about The Lion King, and when you think back to the movie, or if you've had the privilege to see this beautiful show, it's all about the circle of life. So when the first opening act and they started singing the circle of life,
Were you sobbing?
I mean, it was actually embarrassing. And then there were two guys in front of me from Houston, Texas, who watch our show all the time, and they turned around and they were like, "We knew you'd cry. You always cry." And a girl that I interviewed before the show from Fort Worth who lives here, who entered the lottery and got it. Like, that's why people love Broadway.
Well, the applause sometimes went so long that they had to stop their lines, and they were looking out, and I felt like they've been waiting for that for 522 days. It did not stop. And finally, at some point, the actors had to kind of dive in and say, well, okay, we got to keep the show going. But it was absolutely beautiful. How about your girls?
Yeah, and I ended up bringing Mila and Poppy last minute. We got them tested. Everybody, we're not wearing masks here because we walked down the street for one photo, but we were all wearing masks.
Yeah, you had to wear masks inside, and you had to show proof of vaccination
or test. So I ran to get them from the bus, and I took Vale too. And we ran to get them tested, and Vale left. She was like, Savannah called. She said, it's not working. I said, oh, no, I have their results. They're all going.
We're going.
And it was just this beautiful moment to, oh, look at that hug.
Vale was so, I mean, I've seen Vale super happy sometimes when there's a concert on the plaza back in the day. Never like this. She was hugging on to Kristen Chenoweth because, one, they were both the same height, so that was cute. But two, she just said, I want to be an actress. And Kristen was like, you can. Of course you can.
So my kids are like that, too. I mean, me as well, obviously. I was like a little Broadway baby who wanted to be Cosette in Les Mis because it was the only show that I ever saw. But anyway, they just were like, to watch their faces and the awe and what these actors and actresses do and like what theater does to people, which is bring people together.
And what was cool about this particular night was these three shows planned to come together to open last night. That was the big moment that Broadway's opening. So anyway, we're letting you know.
We could go on and on and on. We've lost our voice. It was amazing.
Yeah, it was worth every second. There's a new TikTok challenge that we've heard about. Well, we don't know anything about it. We haven't heard of it.
No.
We know nothing about it. Donna's going to teach us.
We just have heard of TikTok.
So what do we have?
First of all, I want to go to a Broadway show so badly. You guys made that magic. Okay, so today we're going to try something called the Cotton Ball Challenge.
Okay.
So first, let's take a look at it.
Okay.
So you can kind of see what you're about to do.
Okay,
so essentially what you're going to do is spoon as many cotton balls as you can into your bowls blindfolded in 30 seconds.
Okay, I'm setting. Is there a spoon?
So there are spoons right behind you and
little
blindfold.
spoons. So you take
this. First, can you guys dump the cotton balls out of the bowls, please?
Here's mine. Perfect.
Let me move this out of the way.
Here's your blindfold.
There
you go.
Okay, ready to put on your blindfold?
We have to spread them out because it doesn't really work if they're in a pile.
Yeah,
no, you can't.
I guess not that many balls.
You're right. Okay. So whenever you guys are ready, put on your blindfolds, and we will put the 30-second countdown clock
hold on. Let me just see where they are.
Don't we?
We have to.
You don't need to.
Okay, ready? 30 seconds?
Okay, let's wait. Where's the... Okay, move your... You know where your bowl is?
the water. That could be a disaster. We know that's going to happen.
Okay, we don't need that. Okay.
Okay, ready? 30-second countdown clock is on in 3, 2, 1.
Go.
Okay.
Can you use your hands?
Can you use your hands?
Sure.
Oh, you can?
No, wait, you can't. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Where's the
any balls going in?
I can't tell.
Will y'all tell us if we're doing an okay job?
Okay, you're actually doing a great job. Wow. I'm really surprised.
Are y'all being
mine?
No, I'm not.
Are you guys looking at mine?
I'm not.
Are you talking to both of us?
You're both.
Where's the other ball right there?
You're both doing well. You're both doing a fantastic job. And time is up. Look at what you've done.
Oh.
And look at who's next to you.
Hi, I was just looking for the bathroom, and I couldn't help noticing you were playing cotton balls in the bowls. That old favorite pastime of America. Cotton balls in the bowls. And I think you won.
Did I? She definitely won. She's so much better with the balls.
Oh, my gosh.
I might have helped, but you definitely won. No,
thank you, Nathan. Did Nathan help me?
Yeah.
Just your spirit.
Well, you have it on film.
Oh, my God.
Let's go to the videotape, as they say in sports.
All right, welcome back to Today Talks. It's our exclusive content. So I just want to point out something that I thought was delightful today. First of all, we're in love with Nathan Lane. You know what I love? He totally used Barbara Bush as the way someone was dressing. And we asked him afterwards and we kept saying, that's Jenna's grandmother. And he's like, yeah. Anyway, and we just asked him, and he's.
Afterwards, Hoda goes, I don't think he knew it was your grandmother. I'm like, maybe not.
I said, he didn't know. But no, you said, I think he did.
Well, we kind of had a bet. I thought he was trying to be funny with it.
No.
But he wasn't.
And he goes,
goes, we go, did you really know it was Jenna's grandmother? He goes, no.
He goes, God rest her. And when I said, that's my grandmother, he goes, God rest her soul. He was so
By the way,
much fun.
What an entertainer. Nathan Lane, when you understand why he is one of the acting legends, don't you?
He's a legend.
There are people, look, everyone comes in with their own energy, and we were just talking about this. Like, have you ever been around somebody, when you're around them, you are electrified? And some people, and sometimes it happens in your own home, you put the key in the door, you walk in, and you're like, wah. And that's a bummer. It's like trying to be around good energy.
Here's the thing.
What?
I think it's because I spend so much time with you and no time with anybody but you because I'm a reclusive. I forgot that people aren't as positive as you are. It's just a strange realization to know that the person you're sitting next to isn't like everybody else.
Well, we have so much, like we're always in the commercials we want to know about. We want to help. Like literally, Jenna has spent, sorry, but anyway, she spent the last 3 commercial breaks telling me that I need to take time for myself.
Well, can I explain that this morning I came in and I can't talk very much, and we both were talking about how exhausted we were, and she goes, okay, well, Jenna, you need to put time on your calendar to relax. We need to that's my intention. I go, so what are you doing? And she was like, not that. So if you're giving me that advice, can you also give yourself that advice?
This morning I did write down in that intention thing, I said, I'm going to slow down. And I think sometimes you can have a busy day and still slow down. You can have all the things you have to do, but not fill the in-between time with panic, sprinting, lists,
looking at your phone.
Panic. Yeah. You can still do your tasks and realize that the time in between, like the travel time in between, because I had a bunch of interviews yesterday. I was literally running from A to B to C, and and then I was upset because the traffic, and now I'm not going to make it. And then all of a sudden I realized, like, okay, I know the tasks and I can do those. It's all of this in-between anxiety time, and I'm going to try to slow that part down.
Okay, can we slow it?
Yeah, I was sounding hyper while I was talking.
The other
but you're right, it does calm you.
And finding the things that do fill you up, because I haven't felt great, so the last couple of days I've taken a nap, but I've watched junky television during that time.
So you're not really napping.
And I don't feel better afterwards.
No, you don't feel better. You're losing your voice, and that comes from sprinting from thing to thing to thing. And I think
over talking.
But I do think you taking your girls to the Lion King last night was such a brilliant idea, because sometimes we'll talk ourselves out of doing things with our kids because it's too late. They're gonna, you'll make 15 reasons why you shouldn't do it, and there's one reason that you should, and
it's that memory forever.
Yeah.
Sitting next to them, watching Poppy's face light up. It was like really the first Broadway show she'll remember.
Oh,
it was a magical night. And I was in that moment.
Yeah.
I was in that moment.
Yeah. You do. That's one of the things, no matter what's going on, if I tell you I have to tell you something, it's as if there's nobody else in this room. That's pretty good.
I love you.
Love you too.
We need therapy.
Anyway, that's it. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching today all day.
Is anybody watching?
Are you all the same people in our TikTok? Is anybody out there?
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.